In the previous video, we simulated the motion of a ball on a spring by moving it up and down through a series of numbers in a table, 0, 26, 50, and so on. It turns out that these numbers can be generated by the sine function, which is a trigonometric function in mathematics. So if I look at the sine of 15 degrees, that gives us 0.258. Now those numbers are a little bit hard to read. It goes on for many decimal places. But if I multiply them by 100 and round them, then I get a number that says 26, which is the second number in the table. And then if I go on to 30 degrees and ask for the sine of that, when I multiply it by 100 and round it, I get 50. And then for 45 degrees, I get 71. So you can see that as I work through the sine function, I'm generating the same numbers that were in the tables that we saw in the last video. Because of that, I can actually use the sine function to move the ball up and down. So I don't need the table of numbers anymore. I can generate those numbers using the sine function. And so now I can move them up and down. And essentially what this particular program does is it walks through the degrees from 0 to 360 and sets y to a vertical position that is this rounded sine function that we saw previously. And then each increment I increase the degrees by 15 degrees so that I'm walking through 15, 30, 45, 60, and so on. When I do that, I get this characteristic motion that is generated when you use a sine function to control the motion of a ball.